Hey guys, it's Laura. Popping in after a pool day. I have not done anything else but run in the house real quick and put a little something on my face so I don't scare you because I have pool hair. And we're going to do a quick read, okay? I had a great weekend. I had a pool day today with friends. I had 4th of July, well, pre-4th of July, fireworks last night with a friend. That was really fun. Great show. I put some videos up, so there's one on the short side and then there's one on the full-length video side. Yeah, good weekend overall. So let's do a read today, see what's happening. I don't have anything in particular, so let's see what we need to know this week, or at least today. Okay, let's just say today, not for the whole week, because more than likely I'll come back in sometime during the week. I hope you guys are doing good. Pretty sure I said this is Laura, Black and White Heart Tarot and Adventure. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. Chlorine and sun and this is what you get. Whatever. Florida life. Guess I shouldn't complain. And it rained, so today's temperature was actually a little nicer, come to think about it. Just floated around the pool for a little while, and that always makes for a nice, relaxing feeling. So, you get a little sun, float around, kick your feet in the water, and it's so nice to either go to the beach and do that, or go to the pool and do that, and then come home and shower, and just like, the relaxation feeling is a lot. It's really good. And then just eat and chill, kick your feet up with a movie, take a nap. I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more sun, but once I got there, the sun was out, and then as soon as we got all prepared to go out by the pool, of course, this is how Florida is, a big rain cloud came over, and it actually rained for like an hour. I thought I thought my pool day was done, and then, so we just ate some wings that my friend smoked, and by that time the sun finally came out for an hour, so stayed for another hour, and it was late day sun, so probably wasn't much, but just enough to feel relaxed and healthy. Don't want to overdo it either, because it's not the greatest for the skin, but when you're a Floridian, you just kind of get used to having a little color. You just don't feel right without it. I know, it's just born and raised here, so when you start getting pasty looking, it's just not right. But anyway, Florida people. It's a lot different here now, but growing up here and being raised in this Tampa Bay area specifically was a pretty great childhood, actually, and a really fun teenager time. Extreme fun, actually. A lot less people in Florida at the time. I'm pretty positive. And just real relaxed, Yeah. Did have a fun childhood, for sure. Okay, feel grateful for that. We have 2 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands, we know you're starting something in some form of partnership. Okay, it's action. Seven of Swords. Swords is more thought or air. Messages, you know, it's more like the mind, I would say. And it's the guy that he's got 5 swords in his hand and he's looking back at 2. I'm gonna say he's either done something sneaky and he's like trying to take everything, so he's looking at the 2 swords in the back that he dropped, or being that it's messages and thoughts and stuff, it could be, you could look at it like that, or you could look at it as no, I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll read the meaning, because either way it looks a little sneaky or regretful. Sneaky or regretful. You can decide what you think. Five of Swords. He's holding 4 swords. He's got 1 sword in the air. He's got a stance like he's sure of what he's doing, thinking, about to do. And there's like, can't tell if it's a sunrise or sunset behind him. Kind of looks like he's been through some sort of battle, but he's, you know, confident with what he's got or done. I'll read all these. I'm just trying to interpret. I don't know every card yet, but I'm learning what the swords, the wands, pentacles, the cups, and now I'm just looking at them and trying to understand. 3 of Wands. Again, Wands is action for the most part. This one I'm pretty sure he's done the moving forward thing, which is 2, which is like either starting something and it taking root, partnerships. I'm gonna say the 3, he's already done that, and maybe he's looking out to the ship that he could sail off on, or whatever's out in front of him. Okay, so let's see what this means for us. Okay, so yes, I finally got a new adventure video up, so take a look at it, especially if you're into fireworks. Sometimes my fireworks are the ones that get views from like all over the globe, basically, because a lot of people like fireworks. So it was a good show last night, and it was nice seeing my friend I've known for many years. 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands shows that the initial stages have progressed to get the project off the ground. Okay, so like I said, moving forward with whatever your partnerships or ideas or goals are. 7 of Swords. Sometimes theft may be indicated, so you need to be mindful of this and take the necessary precautions. It can often show a situation where something is taken in greed without any apparent feelings of guilt. Such is usually the nature of theft. There is an element of unfairness surrounding this card, but be forewarned. Being forewarned forewarned is forearmed. Basically, it's letting you know, watch out, because there's some sneaky little critter around, okay? Might be trying to mess with these new ventures you have moved forward on. Five of Swords. May represent something that is lost in an unfair manner, or perhaps someone leaving suddenly without any proper explanation or truth, showing insensitivity to those concerned. This card can show dishonor, defeat, or loss. It warns you to be careful. It also indicates that selfish victories are short-lived. Okay. So you must also ensure that you operate in an ethical manner in all your undertakings. So you've got somebody sneaky or theft. I thought in this one he had his sword up like victory, but actually, oh, because I didn't notice there's someone in the background holding their head in sorrow. Okay, that makes sense. So the Five of Swords, this guy, yeah, he does have his sword up because he just ripped off the other guy. Look closely. Okay. That's not good for us, guys. Be careful. Watch your back. Let's look at the Three of Wands. Someone's not being honest. I know I've been having some weird energy at work. Let's hope it's not having to do with any of that. I'm just saying. And we've had a lot of readings about us moving forward and there being some sneaky people around us, so just watch out, because, you know, you never know. Who's next to you? You might be trusting, but maybe you shouldn't be. Positive pattern of progression emerging here, taking the initial energy from the Ace and manifesting the idea, now a completion of those first steps. Okay, so I was right. That was right on all the cards except I was off on this because I didn't look closely at the background of the person in the back, but it now makes sense. But anyway, moving forward, sneaky guy or theft, another guy who's shady. But Three of Wands is you're still manifesting the idea and completing those first steps. Your initial goals have been realized, and while these have been successful, there is still more work ahead. The Three of Wands indicates progress, initial success, and yet even more planning to keep everything forward moving and heading in the right direction. Okay, guys? Right? So we are still moving forward, but as often happens when you're trying to make steps ahead, there's certain tests that will be thrown at you, which is these sneaky guys here. Okay, or you could say devil energy if you want to, trying to mess up your forward movement. So be careful and keep moving, but just be cautious. All right, so the action to take on this is abundance. Jupiter. Let's see what we do about this. Okay. Let's have eyes on your back this week. The action is think bigger. This scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think globally and bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism, get the word out through generosity, give abundantly, and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication, and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient, not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd-beloved introverts. Okay. So think big, but don't be too overwhelming to others, or like aggressive, or I mean, I'm guilty of it sometimes. I'm not a Leo, but I have a Leo like third house placement, which does make me a creative and flamboyant speaker and confident and stuff. But because of that, I like to make sure I'm heard, and I can dominate sometimes, and it's not even that I'm thinking to do that. It's just like when I believe in something, I want to get my point out there, and I just like to talk and stuff, you know. It's like Leo personality. It's not my sun sign, but you know, it's an important placement in my chart, and so I have those qualities. So let's just put our ideas out there and try not to squash others, okay? All right, because we are moving forward positively, and we have to just keep going. Okay, be confident, but don't be, you know, don't overshadow others if you know, purposely. Sometimes you can't help it if you're just awesome. But anyways, and be careful of these guys because they might be jealous of that. All right, so that's usually the case, actually. All right, so just keep going, my friends. We're having good forward movement, everybody, in these readings. So if you're on this team, keep going and watch your back. I just rented a book from the library, which I have just flipped through but not started reading yet, but it's pretty interesting. It's, I always say Celtic. I hope that's the proper, I hope it's not Celtic. I think it's Celtic. Mythology. The Gods, Goddesses, and Heroes Handbook. Everything you need to know about the mythical characters of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. Rented it from the library. I thought that looked pretty interesting. My family background is English and Scottish. There might be a little smidge of French. I'm talking about like 2% out of, you know, all the rest, but mostly English and Scottish. So I thought it was pretty interesting. You know, that's just my ancestry. Of course, I'm American. Not that that's important, but I'm not trying to claim someone else's jam either. I'm just saying it's my genetics. Okay. So that's something I'm doing, and I got some movies. I'll be honest with you, I rented the Horror Story and that series. I thought it would be interesting, and the minute I turned it on, they were trying to unalive people like instantly, and I felt it was just a dark vibration for me. I did not watch it. I turned it off immediately, so I'm not going to watch that, but you go for it. That's just my personal feeling. And I've been watching this other one that's like an English murder mystery series. I think it's called Agatha Raisin. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I think I'll tell you for sure. It's good. It's more lighthearted. It's kind of like it's a modern day, you know, mystery. I don't know if I can really use the other. Crime mystery series. And what other one did I get? And then I out one that was like a Hallmark, which I don't normally do, you know, girly, like too chick flicky romance stuff, but I'm trying to make myself, because I'm trying to balance out my feminine and masculine, so I'm allowing myself to get used to watching a little more, you know, love stories and stuff like that. So I did get one of those, and cannot remember the name of it right now. I will tell you. It's got a popular actress in it, and it seems okay so far. I get tired sometimes, and I think when I started it, I might have been a little tired, so I just watched a minute of it. But anyway, I have those two TV series, and they're probably both older. I rent them from the library, so anyway, that's what I have going on, and I hope you guys have a good beginning of your week. Watch your back. Stay positive, keep moving forward with your ideas, and just protect yourself. You could always carry a protective crystal if you want. Look up crystals for protection and carry it in your pocket when you go to work. Note to self for tomorrow. I have plenty, and I'm going to do that actually, okay? Because I feel like it might be necessary for you. Just carry it in your pocket or somewhere on you when you're going to, you know, out and about for protection, okay? And I can't tell you one right now. You're gonna have to look that up online. All right? Okay? All right. I'm gonna take a shower and relax. Have a good weekend, guys, and check out the videos and like them, please. Share them if you want. There's good fireworks videos, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.